Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Flight 10 Light Pendant. This is going to be the larger of the two sizes. This is the one that's coming in at a 73-inch diameter. There's a smaller one that's coming in about 40, so check them both out. Make sure they're exactly what you need. And if you need help, we're always here to talk to you about all that. Let's get into the size of the fixture body itself, and that's really going to be one of these long pieces, 1.9 inches tall. Diameter, like I said, is coming in at 73.2. Now the overall height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself, is going to give you a pretty good range. Both the standard and the long are starting off at 15 inches, so these can both be semi-flush if you need them to be. 15 inches is only so much down, but the standard is going to go all the way to 75 inches, and again, that's from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself, and the long is coming in from 15 to 129. If you need yours to be longer than the long, let's say you're coming from a second story and you need to be 240 inches long or 260, something like that, drop a quick email to us. So you're looking at the 131412. Tell me exactly how long you need it to be. I'm going to take your email, send it through Hubbardton Forge's customs department. It's going to come back with an answer. We do customs every single day. It's just a little bit of time and money, but it's definitely worth looking into, and it's always free to ask, so don't be afraid to do that. It's coming in at 19.6 pounds. It is not very heavy. If you're thinking of using this on the slope ceiling, it's really important for you to contact me about that. Hubbardton has solutions on some of these fixtures like this that can make them slope ceiling adaptable, but it is not that way as is standard product right now. Okay, why don't we hop in a couple things here. Why don't we talk about the glass really quick on this. This is very cool. This glass tube has got frosting on the bottom, and it slowly dissolves and becomes clear at the top. It's a really clever piece of glass. It's used on a couple other fixtures as well. I really like this glass. So it hides the socket down below in the bulb, but it kind of becomes clear at the top, and the light travels up through that glass as well. Okay, so up on the ceiling you've got a canopy, and that canopy is a disc. It's coming in at 12.3 inches in diameter. It is about that thick. It's holding a transformer. It's going to transform your line voltage into low voltage, which is going to safely go down through those cables down to the sockets below. A couple things about that canopy. So when you see your pull down menu, it says choose your finish. So you've got a few things going on. So the finish on this fixture is going to be the bars, not the hoodie parts at the end of the bars, but the bars themselves. It's going to be the face plate. So on that canopy, you have a round disc on the top and the bottom flat disc that's facing down. That's the face plate, and that's going to be in the choose your finish finish. The can of the canopy, that's the round part that's touching the ceiling, is always going to be in black. And you'll notice there are going to be 10 grippers. The grippers do what they say. They grip your cables and they keep them from going up and down, just like you expect. And those are going to be kind of a nickel, shiny nickel finish. So kind of remember that, a chrome nickel, we'll call it that. But anyway, so if you need to actually, during your installation, bring these cables up and down to adjust everything down below, you can use your thumbnail and you press in on the gripper and it releases it, allowing you to back things out. And it's going to be before you do any of the finish work at the top of this canopy, so you'll be able to do some adjustments on this. To show you a lot more information about all that, we're going to look at the installations instructions really quick. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you some good detailed line drawings about that canopy, how it's going to go over your 4-inch junction box, and some detailed drawings of the upper part of it and inside to show you how it all works. And then as far as the pull down menu, it says choose your accent. That's going to be the hoodie parts of the ends of these pieces. So kind of, you've got a few things going on here. You've got the accent going to be the one that holds, or the area around your sockets and your glass. You're going to have the choose your finish, and that's going to be on the long rod parts, but it's also going to be on the face plate up in your canopy. The canopy itself, it's going to have the can that's going to be in black, and your grippers are always going to be kind of a shiny nickel. So a lot going on. Okay, why don't we hop on to a couple other quick things on this. Let's talk about, why don't we talk about lamping on this, because you've got 10 G4 sockets, and a lot of people want to know about that. So G4 sockets are very, very small light bulbs with two little prongs coming out of them. Very easy to get. You can pick them up at Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware. Very easy to get on Amazon. That's where we buy ours. And G4 sockets on this one, we're not using any halogens. This is going to be strictly LED. You can use up to a 4-watt LED. And these bulbs actually come in a 1.5 and a 2 and a 3, but I think you should jump right to the 4. You want to get as much light out of something as you can with the ability to dim it down on the other side. Like I said, bulb's easy to get. A 4-watt LED G4 bulb is about equivalent of a 25-watt halogen incandescent, so that's quite a bit of light. And don't forget, you've got 10 of these, so it's really going to add up quick. So a couple things on that. Like I said, you can find them on Amazon. Just do a quick search in their search bar, put G4 4-watt LED. You're going to see there's different kinds of bulbs, and they look different, but they all do the same job. So it's really just an aesthetics thing of what they're offering to you. Some of that's going to be the color of the light coming out of this. We talk about it in every video. 2700 Kelvin, that's that super yellow light. They're going to offer these bulbs to you in daylight, which is also that's actually a bluish white light. That sounds like it should be warm, but it's not. Daylight is 4,000 to 5,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom, and we talk about it all the time, is warm white, soft white. And that's kind of my take on what I think you should use in this. Unless you're using this in a situation that could be super romantic, like a dining room, and you're doing a couple of these over a dining room table, then 2700 Kelvin might be a nice way to go. But 3000 Kelvin, warm white, soft white, that's the glow of this nice light that's coming down from these bulbs above. And this, to me, has the nice warmth of an incandescent bulb, so I think that's fine too. So 3000 Kelvin, warm white, soft white, 4-watt G4 LED. Should have no problem finding what you're looking for out there. It's a dimmable fixture, like I said. Make sure that you buy dimmable bulbs. Tell your installer you're using dimmable LEDs. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus, you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.